I know that they reached a deal.
Yes.
From what it sounds like, sounds pretty good. They got some stuff for streaming in terms of
Yeah.
compensation and like royalties and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's guaranteed amount of writers like per show or something like that. And it sounds like they got mostly what they wanted.
Yes.
And
For the most part.
although the thing that I'm not 100% on is like how long their contract is, right? Because I know like usually when the contract's about to end, it's like, oh, like there's worries about renegotiating and all sorts of stuff. And of course, time has progressed and inflation and stuff. So,
Yeah. And I'm curious, like, how it balances out for the writers because they didn't get paid for like 5 months.
Right.
So, like, you get a percentage increase, but how does that offset the 5 months without pay?
Yeah.
Which is interesting, right? Like, it's just something to think about because, I mean, I have no idea how much they were getting from the union on a monthly basis.
Right. So that's the thing is that's one of the strengths of a union is, you can be like, you can receive money while you're on strike, but I don't know how much. I'm assuming it's not that. Now, of course, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm assuming it's not to parity with what they typically get paid. I don't know.
It's probably like when you're on unemployment, right? It's probably like a percentage of.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. I'm assuming I'm not part of any union, but I know the VFX artists at Disney are unionizing. Oh my goodness. So, which is a good thing. Good thing because right now it's like a race to the bottom for VFX. It's like who can bid the cheapest and get it done the fastest, which is, I think, hurting VFX overall and all the different shows and movies and stuff recently that have been coming out. I don't think that the artists are less talented. I just think their restraints with time and also the amount they have to do is just insanity. It's just crazy.
Boy, I know that song and dance.
That's right. Mm-hmm, you do. I think you wrote a couple of them. But so something to think about too is I've heard, I couldn't find the article I was reading, but it looks like Hollywood is going to be not bringing back a lot of the shows that were slated. I think there was like 600 slated shows, and I believe they want to bring back like 300. And I know a good percentage of those are reality TV or scripted reality TV. So I mean, there's probably a little bit of writings at some point, but I mean, but if you think about it, you don't need as many writers. I mean, there was the whole issue with Drew Barrymore. She wanted to start her show.
Yes, I remember that. There was some public blowback from that. Yes,
even though her show really didn't even have writers because it was just like a Q&A. And same thing happened with Bill Maher too, I think, right?
Yeah,
I think he was also slated to come back, and obviously they were because they were concerned about the other employees that weren't writers who weren't getting paid and stuff too. Because I mean, there's a lot of people on the work line other than writers and actors. There's a lot of other people behind the scenes making movies too.
It's true.
Which they're not in, unions, and they're, I mean, it's just it's tough for them. But the writers though are getting what they wanted, which is good. And now the actors are in talks, so hopefully there'll be a agreement soon, and we can get our severance back.
That's the key metric here.
Yeah.
Also, welcome Nemo Mark with your thumbs up and your coffee.
Yeah,
it looks like.
You want to pull him in for a second? He said hello.